Have you ever seen a design trend on Instagram that looked incredible, but then came the dust, the maintenance, and the regret? Well, today I'm exposing 7 home decor trends that look amazing, but are secretly high maintenance nightmares. If you want your home to be stylish as well as livable, these are some of the choices that you might want to think twice about. My name's Carrie, a self-taught interior designer and founder of the blog Penny Modern, which has been bringing you affordable modern home decor since 2019. And I've talked to real homeowners as well as pulled insights from top interior designers, as well as installed my own home decor and interior design choices and later regretted them because of all the maintenance and cleaning they required. Make sure you watch all the way till the end because I'm gonna give you 3 interior design trends that are virtually maintenance free and definitely worth your time exploring. So stick around for that. This first one is for you plant moms and dads. And this is from my client who actually installed a vertical garden, which is basically a living wall, or you put a bunch of plants on your wall and there's a special planter or frame that you can use to put the plants on, and they're actually living, and that way you can have this beautiful greenery on your wall. It's a really great way to make an absolute accent or a focal point in your room to have all these beautiful plants going up the side of your wall. One of my clients actually built one of these vertical walls in her kitchen, and it was great and she really loved it, and she said it was a super wow factor. But after 6 months, it actually had a mildew smell and it was buzzing with all kinds of insects and gnats. These are something you definitely need to be careful with, because if you have some kind of irrigation system that automatically waters them, that can definitely leak. And if you overwater or there isn't proper drainage, you can get some mold and mildew. And the other thing is bugs. So bugs obviously love plants and they love the moisture. I think the problem is if you have one near your kitchen, those bugs are also gonna migrate to all the food in your kitchen too. I would definitely recommend going faux or artificial on this, because this actually has real dirt, rocks, some sticks and stuff on there, and I just put the artificial succulents in here and it looks very realistic. But you could use these artificial succulents. You can get them from Amazon and build your own vertical garden. And that way you don't have to worry about mildew or bugs or anything like that. And you're gonna get that beautiful greenery and the same effect. I once helped stage a home that had black glossy kitchen cabinets. And by the end of the shoot, you could literally see every single fingerprint and smudge. It started to drive me crazy. Glossy cabinets, whether it's on furniture or on kitchens or even a bathroom, they look very modern, very sleek, very bold. However, the problem is they tend to show a lot of smudges, a lot of dust, and a lot of dirt. Those glossy cabinets can require a lot of cleaning as well as polishing and just wiping down. Something that you might want to do instead is more of a matte look or maybe a satin finish. But sometimes you don't want to have all neutral or all light colored furniture, so definitely black is a great color to choose. I would just recommend that you get a matte finish versus a shiny gloss finish. A friend of mine put up one of those ultra trendy wood slat walls in her entryway, and she absolutely loved it and got tons of positive comments on it from her guests and visitors. But then after a few months, she realized there was one problem. She needed to constantly use a Swiffer and almost a toothpick to get all the dust out because it really started collecting in between. And she also had a dog, and the dog hair also collected with the dust in between the wooden slats, and it was just a pain to clean. These wooden slat walls are definitely all the rage right now, and tons of people use them to add visual interest. They add a lot of warmth to the room, they add a lot of character, but there is a maintenance consideration on them. And also, because they are fairly expensive to install, if you damage them, it's very difficult to repair. And also, if you get sick of that color wood, or maybe that color wood goes out of style, it is more difficult to change them, and they're all not very easy to paint as well. You could try something that maybe isn't such a commitment. So I have seen some peel and stick wallpaper that looks like the wooden slats. You could give it a try using that, although it might not look very high-end because obviously up close it's not going to actually look like wood. The other thing you could try is just some more traditional wainscoting. So you can get pieces of trim and put trim around. There is some dust collection on those, but I think it'll be much easier to clean than trying to clean it in between little slats. If you want to add that visual interest, you could use the wainscoting or board and batten instead. If you're thinking about doing your own room makeover or a remodel, I've got a great free gift for you. It's a free room makeover planner and checklist. And this is just something that'll help you with your project. It'll help you figure out what you want to keep, what you want to get, help you build a budget, even help you plan a little layout for your room. Download your copy for free today at pennymodern.com/freebies, and that link is down in the description. Our previous home, when we first moved in and we had just bought it, was completely painted throughout the entire home in a very light gray matte or flat paint. The previous owner had chosen a matte paint to hide a lot of surface imperfections, and it also looks really soft. But what I found out by living through it is that especially in high traffic areas, it poses a major issue. In places that are very high traffic, like a hallway or maybe a doorway, they had used the same paint throughout the entire home. What happened was that any fingerprints, any smudges, any scuffs become extremely visible and very hard to clean. And that's why it becomes a problem, especially if you have pets or little kids like I did. And touch-ups were actually really frustrating because you might think, well, you could just touch it up. The issue is with that flat paint is that when you touch it up, you actually can see the difference in the paint. It doesn't blend well. So you would have to paint the entire wall to do a touch because of the finish. It was not very forgiving at all. I do recommend that you use a satin or an eggshell finish, especially for high traffic areas or high touch areas, anywhere like a hallway, a doorway, near your doors and things like that, and then save that flat paint maybe for a ceiling or somewhere that's not a high traffic area. And you definitely never want to use a flat white paint or flat paint on your baseboards because that will be a scuffing nightmare as well. And you probably want to do more of a satin or a semi-gloss because those are much more forgiving and it's going to be a lot easier to clean. What paint finish do you swear by, especially for high traffic areas? Let the community know down in the comments below. I once had a white shag Moroccan style rug in my living room. I really loved it because it was cozy, it was warm, and it felt really good underneath your feet. But there was a major issue with it, especially because I had a little kid. I had a couple problems. One was the Roomba kind of robot vacuum would always get stuck on it. So that's a problem because then I got to vacuum it myself. And then even though I would vacuum it regularly, it never really felt like it was clean. It seemed to kind of trap odor as well as debris and like just food and stuff from my toddler. And it never got very clean and it always felt icky. It also got matted and beat down in the high traffic areas like around my coffee table. And so that was definitely a downside of that as well. What I've been using for quite a while are these flat weave rugs that are, it's not a washable rug, but it's a very thin mat and it doesn't have that high pile. It's a very, very low pile. It's honestly almost like a yoga mat, and these are printed rugs from Leloy, and I'll link to it down below. But I've been using these for a long time because they're just much easier to clean and they seem like they get clean, and they're also good if you have a robot vacuum. The robot can actually make it over the edges and go on and off the rug if you have hard floors really easily. For less maintenance, choose the low pile or the flat weave rug. And also it's going to be easier for cleaning. You can use your robot vacuum. You also can just sweep these, which is super easy. And that way you're going to have way less maintenance and they're going to be easier for you to clean. And if you're getting value from this video, make sure you hit that like button because that lets other people just like you find this video. Here's another one on flooring choices. So when we bought our first home, we decided to redo all of the floors, and we put in a dark brown or dark espresso laminate flooring, hard flooring throughout the entire home. Now this was back in 2014, so definitely darker floors were more in style, and it felt very bold, very dark, very classic, and a little bit moody, and it looked great in the showroom. But here's what happened after living with those very dark wood tone floors after a while was you could see every crumb, which got way worse after I had a kid and a toddler. And they just have food and crumbs pretty much everywhere when you have a little kid. And it shows a lot of dust, and it also would show a lot of hair because obviously I have light hair, so you could see that on the floor really easily. And if you had a light colored dog, it would be the same issue. You would see that pet hair pretty much everywhere. So what happened is we ended up having to clean the floors almost every day in order to keep them looking nice. The other thing was my kid dropped something on the floor and scratched it, and that became very obvious because every little scratch, especially in the laminate, it shows light underneath, and so it really stands out against the dark wood color. This is our home that we most recently purchased just last year, and we decided to go with a little bit more mid-tone flooring that has some variation in it because I feel like the variation, it does help to hide stains, dirt, debris, things like that, so you don't feel like you have to be cleaning every day. Obviously, you don't want to be living in filth, but occasionally you are going to get a crumb, and it doesn't stand out as much when you have some variation in the flooring color, and also you have that medium tone. The other thing that we did differently was we got the luxury vinyl plank on this floor, and that previous one with the dark floors was a laminate. So the laminate does scratch more easily than the luxury vinyl plank. And so this is much more scratch resistant. And I think because of the way it's created, it's not gonna show those scratches as easily. What kind of flooring do you guys like? Do you love LVP, or you only want hardwood? Or maybe you're a fan of laminate or tile? Let us know down in the comments below. Let's debate on what kind is the most durable, easy to maintain flooring. Let's go. I wanted to take a second and talk about lighting. Now, we had installed some very similar to this glass globe pendant lamps above our old island at our old condo. And what happened is they were very beautiful, and I thought it was a very classic, timeless look that wouldn't age out quickly. And it certainly provided a lot of light, and we got those really cool Edison bulbs that I thought were really beautiful and added a lot of visual interest. And the other thing I liked about them is because it was a clear globe, it still made your kitchen feel very light and airy. But here is the issue with these in terms of cleaning and maintenance. The glass really collects a lot of dust, so even this has a ton of dust on it. And this is easy to clean though, because I can just reach it like this. When you have these glass globes way high up, it is much more difficult to clean, and then you can see all the dust on there. But I think the other issue was because it was in the kitchen and it got maybe some grease in the air or steam, and the dust would get stuck on it and it would be really hard to clean. So what should you do instead? I definitely love the glass globe look. Maybe just do a white frosted glass that might show a little bit less dust, or maybe a colored glass, a gray, that would definitely hide a lot of dust. Or get a solid color, so something that is more a metallic finish, a black or gold, so that way you're not at least able to see through and see all the dust, and that's going to help you do your maintenance. Now that we've talked about some of the maintenance nightmares, I wanted to tell you guys some ultra low maintenance options that you could consider in terms of your interior design and home decor choices. But first, if you want to learn how to decorate your home like a pro, but on a budget you can actually afford, hit subscribe, because that's what we're all about here at Penny Modern. You know that really light colored sofa that you got that you're afraid to sit on? Or maybe those dining chairs that you don't want your grandkids to sit on because they're super expensive and they're a fabric? Well, this fabric that I'm going to tell you about is something that doesn't care about all that. You can spill on it, the dog can jump on it, you can have kids on it, and it doesn't matter. I'm talking about performance upholstery. This is something that has come a long way, and it is available in so many different colors, styles, and textures. And it is a little bit more expensive than a regular fabric, but it's definitely worth it in my opinion if you have a kind of a crazy household that has kids and pets and just life in it. Performance fabrics are ultra easy to clean, and they actually repel stains. Some of them, even like things like red wine, can roll right off. Emily Henderson, a famous interior designer that's been on TV and everything, even says that performance fabrics are the #1 way that I tell clients to have their home be kid-friendly and pet-friendly, but still be stylish. Next up, we'll talk about flooring. So imagine walking into your bathroom or your kitchen and everything just feels clean, smooth, very modern, and low maintenance. That is what it could be like if you have tiles that don't have a lot of grout lines. If you want high impact, high style, and low maintenance, you can opt for large format tiles that is going to help you minimize the amount of grout that you have, because grout does change color and requires a lot of cleaning. To minimize your grout lines, you would get the largest format tile that you can really have in your space. And then the other secret is to get some grout that actually matches the color of the tile. Definitely don't use white though, because white grout can get gross over time. And then that way you're minimizing those grout lines and using something perhaps a little bit darker that's not gonna show its age or discolor over time. And also make sure you seal that grout, and that way it's also going to help make it look new. Jean Stoffer, another interior designer, says that using large format tiles is something that makes a space feel calm, and it also makes cleaning a breeze. And next we're moving on to window treatments. This one is something that doesn't require you to individually clean little tiny slats every time you want to make your home look nice. And that is just using curtains or drapery versus blinds. That is going to cut down on your maintenance quite a bit. And I have used drapes only and no blinds in my homes for many times. You just get room darkening drapes or room darkening curtains, and that way you can have the darkening effect that you need, but you don't have to clean up those individual blinds, which just collect tons of dust. If you really want a layered look, you also could put in a Roman shade that it's going to be easier to clean. And then make sure that you hang your curtains as tall as you can and as wide as you can in order to get a more luxury look to your home. Now that you know some of the high maintenance design decisions that you're going to want to avoid, would you also like to know some of the home upgrades that people actually regret doing after they put them in their home? Well, watch this next video, which is all about home upgrades that people regret the most, and I'll see you in the next video. But also don't forget to download your free room makeover planner at pennymodern.com/freebies, and that link is down in the description.